Nice clip, Hassan. Thanks for clarifying. Do you not understand the point in this clip? It's that people have a better understanding and lived when they have lived experience when they're writing shit. That's it. That's it. And if you have like this genuine negative reaction to someone from the particular background, like it's no different than motherfuckers being mad that like no Nordic mythology professors were consulted in God of War, in the making of God of War. You know what I mean?
Work on by handling things like how video game characters are written and overseeing in-game dialogue, how to properly convey a particular culture, and making sure that unintended racism doesn't accidentally happen in the portrayal. And again, on paper, that doesn't sound too bad, right? But if there's one thing we've learned about companies that are constructed for the purpose of ticking off diversity checkboxes, it's that oftentimes they end up having a net negative effect on everything they touch, even going so far as being blatantly racist and or sexist.
It's pretty funny. I'm sorry. It's pretty funny to fucking put Helldivers as your background, which I assume he enjoys because it's a fucking great game, by the way, right? And he's literally showing Helldivers as a beacon of like not woke, which misses everything. Helldivers is infinitely more political. Helldivers as a video game, like its narrative, its story, its concept, it is anti-fascist. It is the most political video game you can play in comparison to a game like Alan Woke, okay? That is the funniest, that is the fucking funniest thing you can get mad at while simultaneously missing the mark. It's just like you are demonstrating that you have no media literacy. You have no capacity to value or understand art, which I think video games are, by the way.
Sexist themselves. But if the correct checkboxes are ticked, this qualifies companies like Sweet Baby Inc. to receive ESG investment, or environmental, social, and governance funding. In the case of Sweet Baby Inc., companies like BlackRock are its biggest investor. So how does this investment actually work? Well, companies like BlackRock, who is the world's largest asset manager with $10 trillion in assets, allegedly have a scorecard.
How do you arrive at anti-capitalist critique and then miss the mark entirely? This is now what the right wing is. They also recognize corporations suck dick. They recognize capitalism sucks ass. And then they literally get so close to the fucking finish line, and only at the finish line do they turn around and go, it's actually sucking dick because of gay people and black people. How did this happen? I'm losing my fucking mind, dude. Yeah, dog, people at BlackRock are getting together and being like, yeah, we got to make these games gay as fuck, dog. That's what they're doing. They're sitting in a fucking room, in a cigar-filled room going, profit margins? No, thank you. What I want to do is make these games woke. Like, think about it. A 57-year-old investment, an analyst that has spent every single waking moment in 80-hour work weeks for the past 40 fucking years, okay, staring at a goddamn terminal, is sitting there now finally at the tippy top of that fucking Mount Everest of capital going, smoking a cigar going, that's right, make it gayer. Do you think that's what's going on? You are fucking hallucinating if you think that that's what's going on. This is marketing. It's just marketing. You're getting caught up in marketing. Oftentimes, this is marginal too. It's not even like serious amounts of investment at all. Oh. It's so funny. Guys, they do this shit because you might not enjoy it. You might not like it. But they do this shit because there are black people, gay people, women in general that purchase video games and play them. That's it. Okay? That's why this kind of marketing exists. That's number one. And number two, it's not a bad thing. Who gives a fuck? Why are you losing your mind over it? Are you that big a simpleton that you see like a woman that you can't jerk off to in a video game and you go, that's it, it's over, it's so broken? I love this guy saying, wait, there was a dude in here that said, why are you avoiding? Why are you dodging the main point though? Give me the main point right now, dude. Give it to me. Hard and fast. I need to understand what the main point is of this video beyond like, this company, I believe, is making video games super woke and I fucking hate it. Video games suck now because they're woke. So go ahead, tell me what it is.
Card that factors in many different areas of diversity, LGBTQ allyship, BIPOC representation, and so on. And depending on the score a particular company receives, they will be eligible to receive investment from BlackRock. Publishers have been turning to companies like Sweet Baby Inc. or others in order to increase their ESG scores and secure extra funding. And I think the most important takeaway with that is to realize that video game companies aren't trying to be diverse because they want to.
Wait, did I misunderstand what he's saying? Hold on.
Publishers have been turning to companies like Sweet Baby Inc. or others in order to increase their ESG scores and secure extra funding.
These guys greatly overemphasize ESG scores and how important they are. They literally, I think they think this is like what moves the fucking needle in any of these places. No, dog. People want money, okay? People want to make money. They don't care about the actual fucking content. That's why so many indie devs or smaller shops make bangers, okay? That's also simultaneously why the industry, the gaming industry, is growing massively, rapidly, while simultaneously shrinking in the diversity of the many companies and developers that exist. They all get bought out by the same fucking corporations. And then, of course, picked apart for scraps. Have you thought about how hard it is for these gamers, though? They've never seen a black person before or a gay person, and seeing them even in pixels deals damage to them. Please understand. Yeah. It's all greenwashing nonsense, by the way. It's gay washing, it's greenwashing, it's rainbow washing, or pink washing, I think is the term. And it's the same principle. It's like British Petroleum coming out and being like, our green energy renewable initiatives are going crazy this year. It's like, bro, you literally profit off of sucking the earth dry of fossil fuels. What the fuck do you mean green energy initiatives? And these fucking basement dwellers literally look at that and go, see, they're doing green woke China virus shit. But, you know, but this time for gay stuff. It's crazy. I don't know how I can slap some sense at these fucking gamers, dude. I want to. You're so close at the point and yet so far away at the same exact time. How is this possible? You literally are calling out hedge funds. You're calling out VCs. You're calling out mergers. You're calling out all of that in principle while not calling it out because you think the worst thing that happens in these fucking in these moves that are specifically made for increasing shareholder interests, okay, and not for a homosexual agenda, okay, you're looking at all of that and still going, the worst aspect of this is black people are in video games more prominently, and I hate that. I feel sad. I feel sad that they're so close to the truth, yet so far away at the same time.
And I think the most important takeaway with that is to realize that video game companies aren't trying to be diverse because they want to, they're doing it for monetary gain. If you pay any attention to online gaming discourse, for years now you've probably heard or noticed.
No, he's not even wrong on this point. He's not. He's right on this point because there are, like, Spider-Man is a great example, okay? Spider-Man, banger. Yeah. He's right, but not in the way that he thinks he's right. They're doing it not so they can get ESG investments, dumbass. They're doing it because black people are playing video games, and, you know, a little bit of diversity goes a long way. People want to see themselves or cooler versions of themselves in video games. That's it. That's it. Okay, lol, sure, bud. Tracer been a lesbian since Overwatch came out. This guy needs to shut the fuck up. Also, Tracer being a lesbian doesn't even, like, do anything to the game at all. And if you're getting mad at that, you're just, like, insane person.
Yourself that video games have gone woke. I think most understand what is meant by that statement, but I think that the term woke has been a bit overused and lost a little bit of its meaning in the last couple years.
Okay, cool.
Having a female protagonist doesn't make a game woke. We've had female protagonists for decades. Having a gay character doesn't make a game woke.
Okay.
We've also had them for decades. And having a person of color as a protagonist or character also doesn't make a game woke.
Okay,
Again,
fair.
We've had them for decades. This sort of proves that companies like Sweet Baby Inc. don't really have a reason to exist from a practicality standpoint. Gaming has always had natural diversity ever since its inception. The problem really comes down to companies like Sweet Baby Inc. replacing natural diversity with forced diversity.
Wait. Dude, what are you saying? He's literally saying natural diversity when I like the game, forced diversity when I don't like it. And he's pointing to a fictional character that is black that has to be white in his mind. If it takes you out of the Nordic mythology to see a singular black person, if that like fucking ruins your day, you really got to go back to the drawing board. Okay? You really have to desperately take a shower, and then two, take a cold hard look at yourself. What the fuck? You know what also doesn't exist? Ice giants. Decapitated heads that talk in a Scottish accent. These are things that also don't exist, and yet they're in the game. And you like it. You like playing it. Okay? You don't like this because you're like, oh, it takes me out of the immersion. It's like, really? The ice giants didn't do it for you? It's this that took you out? These people are fine with playing a raccoon character and don't complain about representation. Yeah, I don't understand it.
And deliberately radical socio-political themes. There is a very real difference between how diversity has historically been treated in gaming and how it's now being treated in recent years. Hence, all of the woke debates online. Taking a look,
the woke debates online only extend to video games that someone told you is bad, that you probably didn't even fucking play. I don't really understand this. What? Yeah, here's a fun little fact about Norse mythology. You know, black women don't exist in Nordic mythology. Yeah, neither does a fucking bald Greek guy, okay? Well, Turkish guy, technically. Kratos is a Turkish person. Okay? Who fucking butchers all the gods. That doesn't exist either. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's also fake. It's just you're picking and choosing what kind of fake shit you don't like. And it does seemingly land on the side of fake shit that happens to be black people. I don't get it. Well, I do get it, but come on.
Look at Sweet Baby Inc.'s client list, it's easy to see what woke versus naturally diverse looks like.
Dog, what do you mean? It's literally every fucking gaming studio. There ain't no way this guy's like, I hate all of these gaming studios.
Xbox Game Studios, Ubisoft, EA, Rocksteady, Santa Monica Studio, 2K, Square Enix, the list goes on.
2K, so woke. I hate the forced diversity in 2K games. I'm playing 2K. Where are all the white NBA players, man? What's going on, dude? That shit sucks. I hate it.
On and on. If you've played the games they've been hired on for consulting from these studios, then you've likely noticed the many aspects where Sweet Baby Inc. has displayed their influence.
Yeah, skipping Valve.
When companies like this are hired on by these publishers, they give them a lot of creative control over every aspect of the game. According to their own website, Sweet Baby Inc. works on the writing for cinematics, dialogue.
I like that a developer openly stating that no, they made the decision personally to have a black woman as like the leading role in Alan Wake 2 is not enough for these guys. They literally still think like, no, it's still a part of the conspiracy. Tomer says, in all my years in this industry, that the one thing I've learned with certainty is that the vast majority of gamers have no idea what they're talking about when they talk about the development of games, but talk about it with the confidence that I don't see coming from the people making the games is truly wild. Yeah, exactly. And guess what? They're literally doing that, where they go off on the developers themselves. The developers are forced to like answer and be like, dude, you're insane. This is not correct. Like, you just made this up. And they go, nope, still the conspiracy. Oh, just enjoy things, dude. I'm sorry. I'm literally turning into one of these like apolitical centrist people, like in real time. Just fucking enjoy shit. Just like stop looking for politics and everything. I yell at my community all the fucking time as well. When people come in here and they're like, Dune, white savior much? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's good. Okay. It doesn't matter. And you're wrong anyway, but it doesn't matter. Even if you were right, I don't care. Okay. Just be fucking normal. Just enjoy things. What the fuck? But One Piece is political. It is, but it doesn't matter. Even if it wasn't, I would still probably enjoy it. I don't enjoy things because it's political. I enjoy things, and sometimes it's cool if the politics align with my worldview. Do you understand? I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit. Is everyone crazy or am I crazy? Just enjoy shit. That is normal, okay? I feel like that's the normal take. It's just like, you go, you get a bucket of popcorn, you watch a fucking movie, okay? Why is it that everything has to turn into like serious debates? Like, why are you trying to pick apart? Why are you trying to pick apart everything from the framework of like, it's politics have bastardized this work, when you're also wrong too? You're like super wrong on top of everything else.
Dialogue, UI and UX, barks, meaning the dialogue characters might say while you're walking down a street, and copywriting. I think I speak for many of us when I say that video games writing, dialogue, and both UI and UX design have been declining dramatically over the years, and we might have companies like this to thank for that. They also have large control within the overall narrative of games, including story pitches, world building, character creation.
Yeah, so why does he not have does he have the same smoke for Baldur's Gate? Does he not like Baldur's Gate either? Is that what he's saying? That's a video game with like great dialogue. Is that even true? I don't think so. I don't think it's true at all. The reason why a lot of there's a lot of animosity towards games in general from a lot of quote unquote fake fucking gamers is because there are a lot of shit AAA titles out there, quadruple A titles, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay. And they are juggling IP, recycling IP, and just like serving you the same sloppy steak every fucking damn season because it's cheap. It has a built-in audience. And these massive companies want to make more money. That's why they do these microtransactions. That's why they do live service games. Okay? But this company has worked with this company's basically worked with, it seems, every fucking major company. And there's a lot of bangers in that list that he conveniently fucking ignored. Yeah, why do they not call Baldur's Gate 3 woke and unplayable? Because it's a fucking good-ass game. Okay? That's it. It's compelling. It's good. It's gay as hell. It's gay as fuck. It's trans as hell. Why are there no fucking gender ambiguity takes about Baldur's Gate? Why don't they have that take for Cyberpunk? These are great games, okay? It's all a matter, everything online, whether it be Reactgate, whether it be video games are woke or anti-woke, it's all about whether you personally like it or not. If I like it, it's not fucking woke. If I don't like it, it's woke, and that's why it was ruined. That's it. There is no better example of this than these Redditors literally writing for Helldivers. Helldivers is basically built as like the reverse Call of Duty. It has the opposite politics of Call of Duty while giving you even more fun Call of Duty. More fun than Call of Duty, in my opinion. Right? It is a direct rip of Starship Troopers, the movie, not the book. It is making fun of imperialism. It is making fun of fascism. And yet, because it's good, people don't want to fucking reckon with its politics. They don't want to recognize its politics, which is fine. I love when people enjoy shit. Okay? I love that. It's great. But the reason why people don't see the actual politics of shit like that is because they enjoy it. And when they don't enjoy something, they go, oh, it's woke because it's black and gay. And that's why it was ruined.
Narrative design, story feedback tweaks, and more. Again, need I comment on the sad current state of video game narratives? And lastly, and probably most relevant, is their paragraph on representation. So let's just read the whole thing. We believe that representation is key to connecting players and audiences, and we offer a few ways to help your—
Kind of like you and Dune, though? What do you mean? Me and Dune? I like Dune as a standalone work, but beyond that, you do not understand the politics of Dune in general. That's why I yell at people when they come in and they just like watch Dune 1 and Dune 2 and don't understand the over-encompassing politics of both the movies and the books itself, and go, no, this is fucked up.
Your team and project gain the perspective needed to make it happen. We're part of an inclusive and knowledgeable community of diverse consultants, able to cover a wide range of cultural and sensitivity topics. Our approach leads with the creation of joy in marginalized players, and seeks to be additive rather than strictly corrective. We do cultural consultation, sensitivity, and inclusivity reading, risk and opportunity assessment, and more. In these short paragraphs,
I'm not even kidding. I think these are the type of people who think like, well, it's called the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, so it's a beacon of democracy. Like this is the same energy. You look at a mission statement for marketing materials, and you literally go, oh, that's it. They're doing it because it corresponds to my personal biases. Okay? Like nothing that in this mission statement also was like, nothing in this mission statement, it was even remotely shitty or scary in general. You only look at this and think it's scary if you already have a lot of baggage, cultural baggage that causes you to react this way to the most basic ass fucking mission statement.
Risk and
like, look at this. We're a part of an inclusive and knowledgeable community of diverse consultants able to cover a wide range of cultural and sensitivity topics. Our approaches leads with the creation of joy in marginalized players. Here's the greatest lie anyone's ever fucking told. Okay? That at the top of the hour, there isn't a 3-minute ad break. Inclusivity be damned. If you're not included in the subscriber category, you will see a 3-minute ad break right now at the top of the hour. If you no longer want to be a part of that, then all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Or by getting gifted a sub. Here's a 3-minute ad break now. The other thing I was going to say is the other thing I was going to say is that these guys have like genuine distaste for anything that says we're going to try to be more diverse, when in fact more diverse representation in the dev team and in the storytellers leads to better storytelling. Okay? That's it. I'm Turkish. I can tell a story about Turkey far better than a not Turkish person. That's it. That's all this is. So if you are writing about a culture and you have already chosen to include said culture and cultural references, it's probably going to be better for the storytelling for it to have some minor changes made by people who are from that background. That's it. That's all this is. Prime subs are not broken. It's just they're in a different place, I guess.
Opportunity assessment, and more. In ways in which they will go paragraphs describing their mission statement, they've conveyed to me personally the ways in which they will go out of their way to overcorrect and overreact to any and all things that could possibly be offensive to anyone, leading to a heightened overfocus on how to solve problems that might not have even been there in the first place. They're at the point where they've been almost inventing problems to solve in order to be hired to solve them. It's a smart business move that leads to disastrous outcomes. The simple act of video
Denzel Washington described it perfectly here.
So why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not
produced this
color.
work?
It's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're
Steven
in a space
Spielberg
Denzel,
did.
I'm gonna go
Schindler's
pee.
List.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List, but they're cultural differences. You know, I know, you know, we all know what it is when a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning, what it smells like.
Huh?
That's a cultural difference, not just a color difference.
All right.
So it's the culture.
You know about a hot comb scenario?
No, she don't know about
she's
no
looking-
hot comb.
Because that's,
You
that's
don't know.
old
You
school.
don't know nothing about.
Dax.
See how everybody laughed? That's a cultural difference. That's not a race difference. That's just that motion. That's all I gotta say, right?
I know what a hot comb is.
Okay.
All right. The space that we're in, culture versus race, and how important it is. You know, where we are right now as a culture, as an American family. You're producing a film that's culturally germane to a particular time and a particular people. You know, even the Martin Luther King, JFK, Jesus trilogy, you know, triumvirate that was on the wall. We didn't have that on our wall, but our next door neighbor did. And that's what you're talking about.
I put that in there.
Huh? You did that?
Yeah,
because
I
that
put
was on your,
Jesus
was that on your
everywhere.
wall? Huh? You put
And that
Jesus
wasn't in
everywhere?
our house.
Huh?
You know, and there was that
Denzel?
velvet kind of paint. You know, they put that velour, whatever they call that velvet.
Did you have it on your wall, Viola?
I didn't have nothing on my wall when I was growing up, but that's something else.
Stephen, was Jesus on your wall with JFK?
Some of the family members, but you know, but not JFK. I didn't have that up there. No.
Okay.
But I went into houses where that was there. I really went into a lot of houses. I grew up in Kansas.
Anyway, so nice clip, Hassan. Thanks for clarifying. Do you not understand the point in this clip? It's that people have a better understanding and when they have lived experience, when they're writing shit. That's it. That's it. And if you have like this genuine negative reaction to someone from the particular background, like it's no different than motherfuckers being mad that like no Nordic mythology professors were consulted in God of War, in the making of God of War. You know what I mean? That are knowledgeable when you're making a work of art. It's the same shit that you would be getting mad at, except no one would get mad at that, obviously, because that's a given. The other aspect of this is that we have a real problem with the same stories being told over and over and over again. So diversity in this regard literally fucking helps move away from the same old bullshit. Do you understand? Diversity breaks through the monotony of like playing the same fucking shit over and over again. He even pointed to like Assassin's Creed as a good example. Now, Assassin's Creed as a franchise has become bastardized, right? Because of the same reworking of the same concepts over and over again, beating them to fucking death, right? Having said that, overall, Assassin's Creed and the way and the reasons for why it was like very successful was because it actually broke through that monotony. It broke through that boring ass same old bullshit. They did a decent job of like showcasing different cultures, different historical events. That's why it was so poppin' originally.
Game publishers and developers hiring consultation firms to force diversity is again why so many people share the sentiment that gaming has gone woke. So I want to revisit what I said a bit earlier in the video. Why are video game studios and publishers hiring companies like Sweet Baby Inc? I said they're doing it for monetary investments from companies like BlackRock. And thankfully, because so much of this is public, we can look a bit further into how that works right now. So we've already established that BlackRock is one of the largest asset managers and investment firms in the world. But there's another important player in the scene who's almost at that same level. Vanguard, managing over $7.7 trillion versus BlackRock's $10 trillion. And like BlackRock, Vanguard also has a large focus on ESG investments. So if you remember that idea of the ESG scorecard I talked about earlier, this is where that comes in a bit more. So in order to seek investment from these two, gaming companies have been publishing what's known as an ESG report. Activision Blizzard, Ubisoft, and EA all post this annually. In the reports, they focus on discussing how they want to have more representation of everything you can imagine. The hopes is that BlackRock and Vanguard will take notice and reach out to them and offer them large sums of money to invest into them. And so
oh no, bro, do you see where this video is headed? I do, but I have to skip the rest of this, or rather, I will come back to this after I have Edgar Mentum on, because he is supposed to be coming on to talk about Super Tuesday. Actually, I mean, I'll see before he comes on. I'll keep covering it until the moment.
Far it's been working. For example, if we take a look at EA, we see that the two largest shareholders of the company are both BlackRock and Vanguard. Take-Two Interactive, again, largest shareholders, BlackRock and Vanguard. Microsoft and Warner Brothers, same exact story. All four of these companies are all clients of Sweet Baby Inc. I think you get the point. These companies all take heavy investment from trillion-dollar companies that emphasize ESG scores, so they will continue to prioritize ESG in their games so long as BlackRock and Vanguard keep bankrolling them. This again isn't being done because BlackRock, Vanguard, or any of these video game publishers are trying to be morally or ethically right. No. Like all things in the business world, this is about money and control. Nothing more. Looking good on paper and actually being good are two very, very different things. A lot of this Sweet Baby Inc., BlackRock, and Vanguard stuff has been going on behind the scenes for a while now, and while it's been public information, it hasn't been discussed more seriously until these last few months, maybe 6 months or so. And even then, it hasn't been super mainstream yet. Until the most recent Sweet Baby Inc. incident.
Yeah. Vanguard and BlackRock are invested in literally every company in the market, and they want those companies to avoid HR lawsuits with the ESG score. That's it. But they think that like Vanguard and BlackRock are buying companies to like make them woke or something. It's so dumb. They own every company, dude. They invest in every fucking company. They don't own it directly, but like maybe in a couple years they'll start doing. Maybe in a couple years they'll basically start saying like no ethical consumption under capitalism, but this time for like wokeness. Okay. It's just like every company is owned by the same fucking companies, and therefore you can't avoid it. So there's going to be some woke stuff in it. Sorry, guys. They'll arrive at that conclusion.
With the recent controversy surrounding Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, more people have been taking notice of Sweet Baby Inc. and the detrimental effect they've been having on the games industry. Because yes, they had a hand in creating this monstrosity, which is why so many have noticed a complete tonal shift from the Batman Arkham games. Spider-Man 2 had a similar thing happen compared to Spider-Man 2018, with the most recent sequel having shoehorned in diversity at every turn, from Mary Sue moments to side quests filled with...
Wait. Didn't the last Spider-Man absolutely fucking cumster though? Like, didn't they make a shit ton of a shit ton of revenue? What the fuck? I don't even understand. They sold 2.5 million lifetime units generated by Marvel Spider-Man 2 worldwide as of February 2024. Bro, also forced diversity. Dog, the main character is literally black. He's like, half the game is in Harlem. What the fuck do you mean forced diversity? This man's like, why did they gentrify Harlem more? Impressive how he manages to dismiss the source material of Miles Morales while trying to make this point. Yeah, I don't really understand. What do you want, like forced white diversity? Do you want Miles Morales to be white? Is that what's going on? Very confusing stuff here.
Socio-political agendas. Starfield.
33 million Spider-Man video game series overall, I think, probably, right?
Need we even discuss the effect they had on this game's narrative and character design? The Saints Row reboot, Forspoken, Sweet Baby Inc. has certainly left their mark on the industry and leaves behind them a wake of disastrous and disappointing games. So these constant disappointments with games has led to more people learning about Sweet Baby.
There's no better representation of the fact that these guys are reacting to shapes and colors in the most primal lizard brain nonsense than the fact that everybody made fun of the fucking gender ambiguity guy, but like this is hailed as like really good investigative reporting. It's because he's not fucking yelling, but the energy is the exact same. The opinions are the exact same. It's just we can't see how ugly he is and how much he's hyperventilating. What the fuck did BattleBit do? No, he's showing games. I assume these are games he likes playing, unless he's like doing direct commentary over unless he's doing like direct commentary about the game that he's talking about, like with the forced diversity in Spider-Man 2. He's just showing games that he likes playing, non-political games.
Inc. Which then finally brings us to the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected group being created on Steam, which is essentially just a group that lists any and all games that have been involved with Sweet Baby Inc. It started off as a relatively small,
which is all games, pretty much, it seems,
group, but has now exploded into over 100,000 followers, all thanks to Sweet Baby.
Because gamers are fucking losers, dog. That's it. There's a lot of fucking losers in this beautiful space that we're all in, that we occupy, okay? That's it. That's the real reason.
Baby Inc. themselves. When people started sharing this group around online for those who might want to join, the people at Sweet Baby Inc. thought that the group's existence is harmful and are actively trying to get it removed, and even trying to strong-arm Steam into banning the user that created the group. A narrative designer at Sweet Baby Inc. made a few posts on Twitter targeting the group and its creator with hopes of him losing access to his account, which would also include his game library. Trying to make your followers...
Yeah, they should keep that energy for BlackRock, honestly. Get mad at BlackRock. Take down the financial system, okay? Take down finance capitalism. I'm with you, brother. Take it one step further. Fuck this Sweet Baby Inc. shit, okay? Go after BlackRock and Vanguard,
Mass harass and report someone is against Twitter's TOS and YouTube's, which is why I'm reminding you right now, do not go and harass anyone at Sweet Baby Inc. because then you'd be stooping to their level, and you should have more self-respect than that.
Yeah, gamers famously don't do that. Brother, the entire 100-person backed thing is literally about what this person did. Like, you're talking about this guy, Chris Kindred, saying that they're being bad for doing this, while simultaneously, that is what this fucking Steam community is doing. The fuck do you mean? You've already stooped to their level. You're at their level. This person thought that they could fight fire with fire.
Twitter targeting the group and its creator with hopes of him.
But you can't fucking say, I'm calling out this behavior while simultaneously making an entire video about it. The fuck?
Losing access to his account, which would also include his game library. Trying to make your followers mass harass and report someone is against Twitter's.
Yeah, dude, it's a vector of harassment. That's what these groups are made for. What the fuck is Kiwi Farms if not to try to get trans people to kill themselves and to just like harass, dox, SWAT a bunch of fucking people around the planet that you have decided are like villains because they're streamers or because you just can't stop watching them, myself included. You just can't stop watching these fucking people and it just makes you so mad. You're like, oh, just stop watching.
Zoe Quinn have also been the topic of some more drama. Zoe Quinn, if you don't know, was a frenzied Gamergate feminist that made false accusations about a game developer that led to him ending himself over the false accusations. Meanwhile, Zoe profited off donations and pretended to be the victim. Well, in 2014...
I have no idea what this is about. What is happening? Is this is like... it's been 10 fucking years. Get over Zoe Quinn. It's been 10 fucking years. I have no idea what the fuck the Zoe Quinn shit is. Even I don't know that. And oh my God, it's OG Gamergate shit. Oh my Lord. Oh, holy moly. Oh my God, dude. Dude. I want game devs to hire diverse devs instead of hiring Sweet Baby to make them seem diverse. Wait, what? No, they do already do that. Zoe Quinn is the inciting incident of Gamergate? I thought it was Anita Sarkeesian. Zoe Quinn was ground zero for original Gamergate? Oh, God. Valve is not a publicly traded company, yet they still work with them. How does this fit in his ESG narrative? It doesn't. That's why he didn't mention Valve. Also, he likes Valve, most likely. That's the whole point. It's ironic because it seems like Sweet Baby Inc., much like fucking BlackRock and Vanguard, invests in every company, literally every company. Sweet Baby Inc. seemingly works with every fucking game developer. So you're going to have a lot of games that they worked on that you enjoyed that you will never bring up because it is not convenient for your argument. That's it. I have no idea who that is, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, I know. The Zoe Quinn shit, even I don't know about. And I thought I was the lore master. Zoe Quinn was the ethics and game journalism path. Anita was the balding rage path. I only know the Anita one.
Zoe Quinn and this Sweet Baby Inc. employee, Lego Butts, DDoSed a website called The Fine Young Capitalists. But why? Well, the Fine Young Capitalists were running a game jam with the goals of encouraging women to join the gaming industry, producing a game, and donating it to charity. They had taken ideas from women about games they'd like to make, produced 5 pitches, and also produced concept art. The woman who had their idea selected would be given the role of producer and receive 8% of the proceeds. The Fine Young Capitalists' own production staff will then produce the game over 6 months with the female winner as the producer, and then most of that money made on the game would go to charity. But on February 28, 2014, the Fine Young Capitalists were then doxxed.
Is he talking about? Is this Gamergate shit? I'm not. I don't care about any of this. Okay, if you're relitigating Gamergate 10 years after the fact, please reconsider everything that has happened that led you to do that. Okay, this is the type of shit that people act like they don't know about in an effort to save face because maybe they were really invested in it and now they look back at that time and go, oh my God, how fucking brain broken was I? Okay? You should not make that the forefront, the centerpiece of your commentary. Jesus Christ. It's crazy. It is so unimaginably embarrassing to relitigate this shit. Almost as unimaginably embarrassing as like making Edgar Mentum wait in the fucking chat because I was too busy trying to all right, calling. Trying to get through this video. Okay, we are moving away from this. Maybe we might come back to it. Not the Gamergate shit, but like the video games being woke in a brief moment. But for now, we are going to go to Super Tuesday, a super duper Tuesday, with Edinger Mentum. Hello. Wait, what? He joined and then he left the call. Hello, hello,
okay.
Hello.
I'm in now.
What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got you.
All right, perfect. Edinger Mentum, what do you say to my suggestion that you come on with a balaclava or a shiesty or a VTuber avatar?
I want to do that. I'm not with my regular laptop right now. I'm like staying somewhere else, so I just have like my phone. So that's how I'm calling in. But I'll do that once I get to my actual computer.
Okay. Yeah, we're in a. He's calling from an undisclosed location. Locked the fuck in. Ready to talk about Super Duper Tuesday, which very big, very big. So much.
Yeah, I'm in the elections bunker. I'm in the the election war room, the situation room.
Yeah, so much has happened. So much chaos, so much controversy, and such unpredictable events unfolded yesterday. I'm of course being sarcastic for those in the chat who don't understand. It was probably the most boring fucking Super Tuesday, at least in my lifetime.
It's in several lifetimes, in several generations. I think I've probably brought this up before. The last election where the nominations were decided this early on was 1828. It's been nearly 200 years.
Well, I'm glad that we're going back in time and you know, finally coming back to that. That to me spells stability. That's what that says to me. It seems like you hate stability. Okay, but
no, I'm saying it's good.
Speaking of stability, let's start off with the real winner of last night, Jason Palmer of American Samoa.
Yes, ceasefire candidate. He's the guy. He's gonna clutch this. We won.
Palmer heads rise up, is what I say.
Yeah, he's the guy.